One interesting thing about the Ampico B pump is that it's my opinion, at least, that Aeolian-American played a lot with this spring. At the time they were marketing this thing, the same company was marketing Duarts and Ampicos. And you'll notice here that this spring is considerably different than this spring, for example. Both of these went into Ampico pumps. The longer blue spring, Mike's roughly 38 thousandths. The shorter spring, Mike's 35. There's 3 thousandths of an inch difference. That's a whale of a difference in diameter. And then we've found springs that go all the way up to 40 thousandths, which I believe is the earlier model. And when you plot it on a curve, it seems that the 40 thousandth spring was actually the original spring that Ampico intended to be used with these pumps. What I think has happened in the course of the buyout of Ampico by Aeolian-American was that in order to sell their Duarts as well, they wanted 2 pianos, but they did not want the pianos competing quite as much with each other on the same plane of classical music. I believe they looked at the Ampico as a popular music piano because of the abundance of popular music on the rolls, and they looked at the Duart as a classical piano. So I think that these springs have been played with and modified by Aeolian-American over a number of years of marketing the Ampico in order to make the Ampico more of a salon style piano. Certainly having differences of springs like this doesn't show any consistency at all, and as you remember, this particular spring, which is the one I took out of the machine, was overstretched like this normally on just regular playing. They say that when you stretch a spring more than it's where you could put another spring in between, that is about the maximum linear stretch that you can have in a spring, and from there on it becomes more and more non-linear. Of course, in these it doesn't make that much difference, but once you get them out like this, like it would be under full amplification, you're definitely overstretching that spring. So in the course of studying Ampicos, I designed a spring like this one and have had it rewound. And this spring really produces the linear effect and the power and the smoothness of what the Ampico can really produce. This is the 40 thousandth spring. It measures about 1.27, and its hook ends are roughly 2 1/8 or a little over. So you've got a more linear spring there for your Ampico if you want one. I sell them, and Player Piano Company sells them.